in here and give a second for others to follow. Let me know where you're from. Say some hellos. Make sure that I see you. Good morning, Roy. Thank you for being here. I have been so busy since Friday. We had a great event Friday, Saturday in honor of Women's Day. And now we get to hold space in honor of Mother's Day for those that are across the pond. And of course, for spirit and community. Thank you guys for being here. I just want to make sure it's streaming where it's supposed to go. Also, awesome. It looks like everything is going. Okay, so who is open for a card? Let me know. I'm here for you. Hi, lovely. Happy Mother's Day, sweet soul. Thank you for being here for those that are across the pond. And it's new moon. So like happy new moon too, right? Like how cool is that? Like how awesome is that? We get to create, we get to manifest from England or from Ireland, and from Ireland. Thank you for saying that, Anne. Okay, let's do some cards. Let's go. And thank you, Iris, for being open. Thank you for supporting Iris and holding space on Friday for the Women's Day. It was amazing. Belinda from Wales, thank you for being here. It is always an honor to have you guys here. Being it's the new moon, let's go into the Cosmic Oracle deck, right? Like, let's pull from this deck. This is going to be a really cool deck to pull from. Activation cards for the soul. So we're going to activate our soul. And I mean, like, why not, right? Okay, so let's see where I'm guided and who would want. Hello, Angelica. Thank you for being here, beautiful soul. For those that are following me on my Facebook page, put your name in the comment. That way I know who you are. So name, where you're from, card, spirit, energy. Everything is energy. Everything is frequency. Hi, Erica. So nice to have you here. It's 8:30 on my side of the world. 8:30 in the morning. So let's go. Erica, good afternoon from England. Happy Mother's Day from England. Okay, I'm going to go to Roy. Roy Taylor has always been showing up. And I'd like to go to you, if I may, Roy, just for a second. So the communication card comes through, and I really love the wolf. The wolf is very symbolic to me, and it has a very beautiful activation that comes with it. If you look at the third eye, the little diamond in the third eye also, right? And so as if I look at this, I know that there's also the cosmic energy behind you. I also feel the universe force behind you. Roy Taylor is who I'm working with. And so when I feel into this essence and we're activating the throat, the eyes are also very much blue. And the third eye is also blue and white. And so this is where you've either seen quite a bit of different things, or you've observed. And so you have a story to share, not only for yourself, but for spirit. I feel you're a very sensitive person, so I feel into your energy. I do feel that you're someone that believes in spirit and angels, if you would understand that. And then, of course, it's like communicate. The minute I pulled this card, I also felt mother energy also as well. And so when I felt the essence of a mother, I know that there's healing still going around the heart for a woman that is like a mother for you. I know that there is some grief that you hold on to, or there's some energy there that you're working through. And today is a beautiful way to do that, as we're in the new moon energy. Every day is a great day to make an intent to speak up where that air energy comes in, to allow your words to reach the cosmos, right? But not only that, I like to use Sandalphon. Sandalphon always takes the messages. So if we go to the angels and we're asking the angels for the help, and we're asking for the angels to take your words said and unsaid through the air to the angels, and from the angels to spirit and to the universe, as you create the echo or the effect of energy to manifest or to create whatever you're trying to transpire, to get out into the world collectively. And the wolf is very important because it's also going into different energies of realms, of spirit realms, of that may be uncomfortable, but it's also very protective. And so I love that for you. I feel you've heard different stories and you're processing your stories and you're trying to figure out which ones to believe. And so when I say this, I'm placing a heart in your hand. And this heart that gets placed in your hand is a gift from spirit, as they say, follow your heart. And so I leave you with that card as I fell into that. It feels very loving, feels transcending. It is also a gift. And so happy new moon to you, Roy. Thank you for always showing up. Thank you for holding space, y'all. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to hit the like buttons. And don't forget to send the stars to Derek Akora's page. For those that are following on Things Network, thank you so much. Thank you for those who follow me on Transcend with Debbie. I know it's been a minute since I go on YouTube because I'm now part of another network called Sacred Spiral. And so I'm just trying to balance all the different pages and love, and the way Spirit is guiding me. So again, thank you so much for those that are here at 8:30 in the morning in the California time, and for those that are across the pond. I know it's about 4:30, just in time for your tea time, but let's go, right? Hi, Tommy Jones. Thank you for being here from Australia. You sure can have a card, and there's choices. Look at that. But look at the beauty of this card. As we activate this, I want you to fill it into your hands, in your palms. And so when I say this, there's an activation that comes with it, right? But when we look at that activation, there's also colors. But what colors stand out to you the most? Is it the white within the third eye? Is it the yellow and the blue? And if you look at the yellow and the blue and you bring that together, that's turquoise, right? And so if you're looking at the turquoise, that means you're someone who teaches, you're someone who is a leader, you're someone who communicates, and you're really flowing in your passion. The red is very grounding, and I love the gold that comes from beneath. So you're very vibrant, and the gold goes right through you. And that actual third eye is actually covered in gold as I look at the card even more so. So as I work with you, Tommy, because that's who I'm with, there's choices. And so when we manifest, and today is a new moon, you have many options, but they're all beautiful options. There are choices that are I feel like you have one that feels right. If I go to 1 to 5, 4, 5 projects, it's also, don't forget to close off a project that you finished that's almost at the end, so you can make room for the new ones to come in. I feel that you get a bit nervous, Tommy, if this would make sense. They show me your knee or your leg kind of like bouncing up and down as you feel into the choices and the essence of the energy. And so the feeling, the emotion is very much part of the experience as well. It's important to feel what that feels like. So yes, we create it with a thought, but also the feeling is there as well. And how does that make you feel? And so if you feel into that, the wolf energy comes back again. And so this wolf spirit is definitely with us today, and I'm going to honor that. And I'm just going to let them, it's almost like let them guide you, let them lead you. And so if you're surrendering, letting spirit pull you out of whatever you are in and you feel a little bit stagnant there, let the spirit come in and help you so that you can make the choice. I feel like you've asked. And so if I feel into that, if a no is what you heard, and that's okay. There's sometimes disappointments with choices too, right? And so if you are moving through a shift, welcome the shift that's for you. It's going to bring you happiness. It's going to bring you joy. It's going to bring you the opportunities to flow in your passion. Sometimes we work with the choices that are challenging, and sometimes those are even the best ones for growth. And so with great, I don't know why I want to say this, but with great heartache or experiences of challenges, there's so much wisdom and empathy that comes with that. And so you've had your fair share of growth is what I feel, Tommy, but I feel guided to go into another card. Yeah. And so because of your experiences, that is now you shining and sharing your experiences. So don't be afraid. Move past the shaking leg and share what you've learned. Even if you haven't been received at one point, fill into that and continue for asking spirit to help you find the people that are open to your wisdom, your medicine, your knowledge. And so I feel like there's an integrity there. There's that eagle there that carries you, that protects you, but also when you're coming from the heart, because the eagle for me is also a representation of the heart and looking at things from a higher perspective, it is going to give you the opportunity to work with those that are elevated. And it's going to give you the opportunity to share the magic to the people that vibrate at your frequency and energy. So sometimes we are operating at one frequency and vibration, and the other person may not be open to that message because they're not operating at that frequency or vibration. And that's not wrong. It just means that the ones that are hearing you are going to feel into it. So if you feel, if for any way, whatever you're working through, always stay from unconditional love. So stay in that heart with the eagle, invite the wolf, and the experiences of your past. Don't let it hinder your future. And so I leave you with love, the Spirit's love, and I thank you, Tommy, for letting me bring forward a little message. Thank you guys for holding space. Let's do some hearts. Let's do some, you know what? I had an altar built with my friend Rocio yesterday. It's so pretty. This is my little flower. I just dropped one right now. But let's throw some daisies up for the mothers in the UK across the pond who are celebrating Mother's Day. For those that are in here, let's pause and honor the mothers in spirit, our grandmothers in spirit, and our ancestors in spirit. And for all those who have left a beautiful impact on our heart, our spirit, impressions of love, who've nourished us to become who we are today. Let's send some love to everybody here. Thank you, Kim. Kim Diaz. Gosh, you can't make that up. And you are Kim Gutierrez. Yes, you're absolutely correct. Heartache has let me go within, and I'm letting the universe guide me. Happy Mother's Day. Tommy, happy Mother's Day to you if you're across the pond. And I'm sorry that you're going through grief. It's hard. You deserve love, though. And if you can let love in, feel into that, welcome it closer, embody it, feel it, as you just felt the little shift of energy. Hello, Lucinda. Thank you for being here. Sonia, thank you for being here. Yes, I have anything for me watching from Belgium. Ooh, girl, yes. You look very familiar. I don't know if I read for you before, but a gentleman comes to my awareness. And so I'm going to put the cards down for a second. And I feel as if I come to this person, this gentleman makes me feel like I have to acknowledge the heart. I do feel like I'm going into the lungs. I do feel very young. I don't feel like I'm older. I feel like I'm at around maybe I'm going around 30s or 40s, around that age. I want to say 40s is the sense I get. Kim Diaz Gutierrez is who I'm working with. And as I come to you, I feel like this person's a very strong supporter. They really want you to keep going. And not only that, I feel like as I talk about flowers, you also resonate with flowers. And so either you got flowers for mom or there's some acknowledgement of receiving flowers. Kim Diaz Gutierrez, if you would understand this. The month of May and the month of September are very significant months that step forward for you. And I also know, again, keep going, like don't give up, don't stop. As I look at your young one in the picture, I feel like I just want to hold on to your legs. And so I know that this little one is very close to this person here. I have no idea. Okay, don't take it if you don't understand it. If I unfold this person, he's about 40 years old. I definitely feel I have an acknowledgement of the lungs. Keep in mind, spirit is also can acknowledge the living. So please be mindful if it's someone that's living. If I feel into this, I want to go to the name Henry as well. So there's a name Henry that is also stepping forward, that is being acknowledged. I also feel the name Sam is also being acknowledged as well. And I also feel, it's very interesting, I wanted to give you the name Walter. So it's almost like I'm Irene and Cameron. Oh, are you tagging somebody, Tommy? Thank you. If you know these people, just keep in mind these could be people that are in the living as well. Hi, Angie. Kim Diaz Gutierrez is where I'm at. Lucinda, thank you. I want to see if she understands this, because if not, Henry said, no, okay, I'm moving on. Stay there, Kim, and I'll come back to you. So I have a gentleman that's being acknowledged around in their 40s, and this person makes me feel like I have a lung issue, a heart issue. I feel the military connection is connected to father. I also feel that uncles are being acknowledged. I feel like I have to acknowledge the men in the family. I feel like there's an acknowledgement of letting the family know, like, the men are strong. We can do this, right? And so, Kim, it's okay, baby. Just stay there and we'll continue to unfold the message. And so everybody listen, because Spirit is opening it up. And it's best to get this message to the right person versus to the person who doesn't understand it, right? And so I know the month of May and the month of September were also very significant as well. I get the sense this young man makes me feel like I fell quite a bit, or there was falls. And so I feel very weak at some point in my journey, if you would understand this. I'm going to give it a second to see if anybody understands this message. I'm going to write some notes down. So the name Henry was acknowledged, and the name, I don't remember if I said David. Let me go back to her note. Her Sam. Oh, I know. And thank you, Sam, for holding space and moderating Derek Akora's page. As you say, Sam, I have to acknowledge Sam as well. Me, Sonia, tell me when you say you understand it. Hi, Val. I'm just waiting to see what Sonia understands. I feel like you understand all of it. Tell me, babe. My dad called Henry, and tell me about what about the lungs and the heart? So I have Angie and Sonia. Did you understand the names, Angie? And Sonia, do you understand the month of May and September? In the part, okay. I feel the heart condition with the heart attack in the lungs, Angie. I feel that with you. Okay. How about the falling and the dizziness and the lighthead? So there had to have been a fall as well. Angie and Sonia is where I'm at. Nalima, you're here, baby. We could see you. So your dad and your brother, September. Yes. Okay. So Sonia and my partner's birthday's in May and my birthday's in September. But Angie, did you understand the names too? So I'm going to go first to Sonia because I feel more guided energetically with Sonia than I do with you, Angie. But I like for you to continue to listen. Okay. So just continue to listen. So Sonia, let's recap with you. I have a gentleman that you say, I know that I saw the lungs. I know that I have to acknowledge the age 40. I also know that I have the month of May and September is acknowledged. I do know that I also had some falls in between. And then the person that also acknowledged the heart condition and the heart issue as well. So I know you said you understood the name Henry. So that's very significant and important as well because the names were given to me and I can't change that. And you do also. And I felt an uncle too. Okay, Angie. I'm with you too. So just hold on for 1 second. But I feel right now, the link right now is with Sonia. So let me close the link with Sonia and I'll come back to you. So Sonia, love, are you still here? And while we're holding, okay, there we go. My dad and brother is called Henry. Okay, so in spirit, I felt a gentleman in spirit. And so when this person was acknowledging the family, I do feel like I'm very handy. I do feel like I'm someone who works on the, cars. I do feel that, when I feel into his energy, that when I go to your dad, I feel like I'm working on the yard, whether I'm watering the grass or I'm someone that's really outdoorsy. If you would understand this, Sonia, I feel like I can't stay still. I feel like I'm walking quite a bit. I feel like I'm a little bit impatient. I feel like my personality with him just feels like, come on, let's go. Like, I also feel like spirit wants to be acknowledged also, like, come on, let's go. I do get the sense that the home is very significant. I feel like either there's a number 3 and a number 4 inside the address of this home, or I have to acknowledge these numbers as well as either 34 or the number 34 of a home, because this is the number he showed me on the property. I do feel like I have to acknowledge the young one as well. So I feel like there's a young one. Brother has breathing problems and he's living, right? Brother's living. I'm so sorry. I love that you guys are saying hi to each other. That's really cool. And so I feel like, oh my God, all of a sudden I want to eat cotton candy. Yes, thank you. Okay. So I knew that I had one living. That's why I said it's okay. When I went to Kim, I said, this is okay if the person's living, because I felt I had someone that was acknowledged that was living, which was the Henry. And I do feel that Father is acknowledging the situation around the family. And so we're going to just welcome that blanket of protection, that energy from spirit world. Let the color yellow and white come in. As I look down on this card, there's the card that says hope. And so, and if I look at that, there's hope, right? And so that yellow is that power the universe is hearing. But you know what I love when I just looked at this right now? It's also like an eye, like I see you. And so if you've been wondering if spirit has been close, I just have to say spirit is very much aware, and they're very much present with you as they see you. And they're aware of the circumstances. And so, you know, when we fall and we get up, I feel Dad is just acknowledging, like, we have those falls and we get up. It's like we dust ourselves off like that soldier, or like that connection there. I do feel that you've had some your own fair share of things that you've gone through as well. And I feel like writing them or journaling them is going to be really good. I feel like there is either something in connection to a book, or there's a connection here also. Thank you. Thank you, love. Here is my ex post with cancer, passed with cancer. Oh, God bless you too. Okay. Is that the one that's around 40 years old, my love? So this message is just really holding you up. Joanne Stewart, happy Sunday, happy Mother's Day. God bless. Thank you for being here. Looks 40. Ah, okay. That's what's up. So spirit is acknowledging all of this. And so a journey that you're going through. And when I say a journey, a walking stick is placed in your hand as you continue your journey. So they will lead that path. It reminds me of a poem that I wrote, and it was kind of like one given to me right after the passing of my mother, and I channeled it through spirit. And it is like a crown is given to you, right? And they bless that crown with a little bit of star of not only, I want to say stars, but not only stars, but also seashells. And it's like the abundance of spirit world. So I want to give you abundance, and the walking stick is your staff, and the light of the universe is your light. If you follow that star kind of a thing. I'm trying to get the pieces of what comes to me, but I just feel like this is being impressed into your energetic field, so that you know that there is light. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, and that they are seeing you. And so please know spirit is with you. God bless, and I thank you so kindly for just letting me hold space. I'm going to go now to Angie Williams. Oh, I love your pictures, my love. Gorgeous pictures, by the way. And so please tell me, Angie, what you understood, so we can go back to where you're at. Gorgeous pictures. You're welcome, Sonia. God bless. Angie, can you remind me, love, what you understood? There you are. Partner's birthday's in May, and Henry was, tell me, Henry again, and the military. I want to understand what you took from that. So this gentleman in spirit world is like a father, grandfather, Angie. And I feel like this person also would have had some aches and pains, whether they would have gone through some type of arthritis, is the sense I get. I feel like he liked to look good. Your uncle was. Thank you. Okay. I feel like he liked to look good as I'm combing my hair, and I'm just like making sure I look good. So I know there's a connection of how I look is important as well at some point. So I feel like at later time of his stage, I also get the sense that he couldn't do some of these things for himself. And so I get the sense that either someone had to help them. I feel like someone had to like step in at some point. I have to acknowledge someone either at a rest home or someone that's at the hospital, and I feel like they're having to get care, because this is what the impression is they're being brought forward to me. I do also feel when I feel into this essence and I feel into this energy, I feel like either you are, I feel like either you have been part or was there as well, because that's the acknowledgement I was getting. Happy Mother's Day to my friend Jordan Richards. Happy Mother's Day for those in the UK and around the world. Thank you for popping in, beautiful friend. Very cool. Congratulations on your spot on SPTV. For those who don't follow, SPTV is an amazing channel to watch. As Richard, as Jordan has a spot on there. Give my love to Richard, Jordan. Okay. I had to care for my partner at the house before he passed away. Oh, Angie, I'm sorry. And so he is taking me to the hospital. They are taking me to you being there. And I feel like that's important because they're very much aware of you being by their side as well. I do know flowers are given to you out of respect and love, but not just any flower. You're like a rose, not just any rose, a white rose, which signifies the purity of essence of your spirit. As I feel into his essence in your spirit as well, I feel that there was something either you didn't get to be part of the saying goodbye, or there was something you missed. He's saying like, let that go, because he's reminding you that you are there and that you are present for them is the sense that I get. I love your dress, by the way, but he also makes me feel that there's a necklace or a chain that you have that reminds you of him, and which is a symbolic symbol of love as well. And so I know that when I look at that, I feel like I just have to just look and feel into the essence of love that you gave him. Is the feeling that he gives me, if you would understand this. I feel that you go through his things, you kind of pull it out. It's like you have either a watch or something of his, and it's in this wooden like dresser. And I feel like you have your clothes full. My mom was in the hospital and she had the white roses. We're gonna acknowledge her too for Mother's Day. Let's bring them both forward, because I want to go back to you looking at his things, okay? And I feel like he's showing me either you go through like and I'm just bringing the purity again of the white, like whether this is a silk material, whether this is some type of cloth and you have his things wrapped around it, or this is next to it. Because I see there's a watch in this dresser as well. And when she passed away, God bless you. And so I definitely feel I'm feeling into both essences here for you. And if I allow her, it's very interesting as I talk about your mother. She comes in with this curl to her hair, a little silver, a little white. I feel like I had it short at some point because this is the impression that she gives me at this moment. But I do want to say that the other gentleman is showing me the watch as things happen very fast. And so it was almost like when I talk about mom, it's like trying to get there. So they're both communicating with me at the same time, which is isn't that great? That I feel that they're just saying there was not enough time and you're trying to hurry up. And I get the sense that they were with you at that time. I get a phone call and I'm looking at the phone and I'm writing things down and you're looking for numbers to call. And the energy of what you felt, they were very much by your side is a sense I get as well, if you would understand this. The month of August is also coming forward, and the month of October is also stepping forward as well for you. I feel like one is a birthday because all of a sudden I want to give you a chocolate cake or a cake. And I also feel celebrate, like start celebrating you, like celebrate who you've come and how far you've gone, because you really have a beautiful way of putting yourself together. And I say this because what's in your heart, it's in your spirit, is that light and love. And I feel like what you've experienced, you still radiate the love. So your love is needed. I feel you're a speaker. I feel like you're someone that communicates with a lot of people. And I feel like your essence, your words, your style needs to be heard. Believe this spirit is around you. But also too, you're very intuitive in your own birthright. And I feel like you know when things are right and when things are not right. And so I want to remind you to trust your instincts, is what mother would say. My mom's partner 5 minutes before I got there. My partner Tony passed away 5 minutes after. I'm so sorry. And they were acknowledging this, that they were showing me you in the hospital first as a reminder that you were always there. And then they showed me that you missed it, which they want to say, you did it. You see them, they're with you, and to let that part go because you were always by their side. Your mother's perfume of essence steps forward. And so I know that there's a scent that you either carry that you reminds you of her and her lipstick. As I either carry her lipstick or I have her lipstick put away. And I feel like lips are very significant for you as well, Angie, because she makes me feel like I'm looking at the lips. I'm just really looking at that tender love that is shared as well. Kisses to the forehead as I put my hand on top of my mother's head, and I just gave her that gentle kiss with grace and ease, because she says either you had a dream or you fell into her essence of spirit a couple days after. So I feel like I have to talk about this, and I feel like she just wants me to talk about, the car drives, the laughing, the fun, the sun, and going for trips on the road and packing her bag and her being with you, because I feel like if you're getting ready for a trip now, Mom will really be there with you as you travel. So get ready, girl, because Mama's right by your side, and your loved one here, your partner here. He gives me back that watch again, and he's acknowledging the necklace, which is the word for me that was impressed. Love. Keep loving. Love. It's okay to love. And so I leave you with the love of spirit, their love, and their grace. And I thank you, Angie, just for letting me hold space for you, just for that brief moment. Thank you, everyone, for holding space. Thank you so much for those that have popped in and out. Oh, I understand that, love. I do. God bless you. So thank you guys for holding space. I'm really glad that they all got their readings. Hi, Pia. Beautiful. Thank you for being here. Iris, thank you for being here. Those that are following me on my Facebook page, put your name in, because I can't see who you are. Put your name in, where you're from, and let's throw some more hearts up. Let's go with the color yellow. Let's throw some yellow hearts in for everybody. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to hit the heart button. Don't forget to hit the likes, and don't forget to subscribe to Miss Debbie's page. Hi, Zoe girl. Zoe girl, let's go to Zoe girl. You popped, girl, you popped. I know that, Zoe, you have a mother on the other side. I know somebody's birthday because you already posted it, but I also felt like that was coming to my impression. I feel when I look at you, Zoe, I'm looking at a door or a window of some sort, and I feel like you're thinking of either stepping out and going and doing something different, leaving the house, or there's something here within your spirit. It's just like you got this download or this message that you're leaving or you're going somewhere. If you would understand this, Zoe Dobie, I would love to hear from you. Hello, Debbie Wheeler. Thank you for being here, sweet soul, as well. I hear the name Catherine. So there's also the name Catherine that comes in. I hear the name Margaret is also stepping forward. And the name Ken is also stepping forward. Zoe, thank you. You understand this. Okay. I love that. Okay. So they are acknowledging your thoughts at this moment, or this feeling to leave, or this feeling to go. And I feel like your mother is really celebrating you, because they want you to have these experiences. They want you to be able to take the step out, and they want you to be able, cousin, all right. And I feel like they want you to have this fruitful experience. Oh, your your family came in hot. So they came in very pew, 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 because you're being reminded of how strong you are. As many grieving experiences you've had, they've had their unfair share of experiences, but which is to develop the wisdom to be who they are, so they are able to experience the empathy, which is love. All they want for you to do is have love. You deserve love, and not only love of self-love, but love for others. And you learn to embody that. You learn to care for yourself, and you learn to take the breaks, and you learn to take time to smell the roses, and you've learned to have your sip of coffee. Yes, you understand that. But we've talked before, because you're my friend, and I know that I want to bring in New York. And so I don't know if you're going to New York or there's a connection to New York, but I definitely want to acknowledge New York for you. I feel like I also hear the name Claire. And I feel like either you and Claire, either there's something about working together or coming together with ideas. But baby girl, I really want you to start painting again. I know you're an artist, and I feel like either you put this paintbrush down, and I get the sense that's probably why Claire comes in, because Claire's an artist as well. Never been to America. It's that time, my friend. Happy Mother's Day to you also, Zoe Dobie. And I know that art is going to be very much needed. We'll look out for Claire. Thank you. I do know that your artwork is going to be needed because for those that are artists and those that are creators and those that create, right? What's really important to know, like, I don't know why I feel like I have to say this. So those that are in here that color and do their thing, your essence, your energy is being downloaded from spirit. So you're that vessel, you're the conduit, and spirit is flowing through you, right? And as they're flowing through you, that energy is impressed into your art. So when someone receives this art or this creation of what you've made, there is an essence that comes with that. And so you have this gift to give to the world when you're working with spirit as a medium, and spirit is allowing you to go into that trance and create. And I know you have, and I'm being reminded, you have a lion behind you that's rainbows, and I'm being guided to look at this, which is the rainbows, the colors of healing. That lion is the roar to stay strong. That lion is your healer. That is your creation. That is your gift mirroring to you. And so if we look at that lion, all of us take a moment to look at the rainbows and look at the lion and how a lion speaks to us, because that is energy. And Zoe Dobie, baby girl, you have the energy, the rainbow healing. Yes. And so that is needed. You stepping out, going into the world, all the experiences of your mothers, grandmothers, and their mothers, they work so hard. Like, I'm feeling like some old school, like, the grandma got a little hay in the mouth and she either chewed on something or was constantly chewing on something, and I'm in there and I'm just washing my clothes from like that pail and that water. I feel like I would have had a handkerchief on my head, and I feel like I would have hung out my sheets on the rail. And I just feel like, the old school style of living. And so the women in your family worked very hard, whether they made their own bread, because she makes me feel like she made her own bread. That's the wheat in the mouth, right? Isn't that the wheat, like that grain, that wheat? Yes, Margaret did. Okay. So you see how they are coming in now that the names came in and you're acknowledging it. So she's making me feel like, boom, like we made our food. Oh, she's your spirit guide. That's what's up. Okay. And so I feel like they're saying, come on, baby girl, get on it. We need your trance. We need your healing. We need that energy to be out and given. And so whether it's coming to America, if that comes or resonates for you, or if this is stepping out, like your intuition to leave the house, off the Zooms and into the person, because you've been uplifted and inspired by the women that are doing the work. You've observed the women standing in their power, and you've observed the women that are mothers with their children and taking their children with them and doing what they must, taking them to school. And I feel like when I say this, there's a proudness now that steps forward for your son, because I know your son is, oh, you've seen yourself in New York. That's what's up. Because I know your son is in the service. And so your mothers celebrate and respect to you for raising a beautiful son. There's a little bit of love and apology stepping forward, because some things were not given to you, whether at a young age you had this loss, and I get the sense that there is an apology, a bit of strength, wisdom, and courage, as that loss is now knowledge, and that loss is now love, and that grief is now strength, and now that lion within you roars as you embody all of all of the essence of your loved ones. Yeah, they weren't given. And you have changed that pattern, that program, because they from the other side have helped, and they are doing that strength in building you up. But they've also given you now that gentle kiss, that nourishment to keep going. So I leave you with their love. Zoe Delby, thank you for popping in here and the healing colors. You've actually gotten some upgrades, they're saying. And so if I pull a card, the world within worlds, right? The worlds within worlds. If we've traveled the worlds within worlds, you have seen your fair share of things. And just like I read Tommy, there's choices for you, but they're also beautiful choices. So go with what feels right. Not everybody is worthy of your love. And you'll feel it when you're sharing it. You'll know. When I say love, your story, your essence, or your presence. So choose, let spirit guide you. I don't know, I'm going to say this. Let the hand of God from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet guide you. Let the forces of energy of the universe cosmic energy flow through you, through your blood, through your DNA, through your words, through your eyes, through your senses, through all your senses, like the lion. It's like let's awaken all those senses to be used to help you with your choices. And so Zoe Dobie, my friend, thank you. And if you come to New York, come to California, because I would love to hang out with you, because I know we would definitely have some fun. Thank you, everyone, for holding space. Thank you for being here on Mother's Day. Let's drop some more hearts in. Let's do some more hearts. Throw the little hearts. Lots of love to you, my sister. Lorraine, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from across the pond. Okay. Debbie Hearn, girl. Debbie Hearn, I think I read for you before, but your name just popped. So I can't not go to you. Thank you, everybody, for the beautiful hearts. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to heart, like, send your stars to support Derek Akora's page. Those on Things Network, thank you for being here. And those on Derek Akora's page, thank you for allowing us to be here together as a community. And those on Transcend with Debbie, thank you. Debbie Hearn, you have a great connection, by the way. And I don't know if you do physical mediumship or you do trance, but as I feel into you, Debbie Hearn, and my body just rocks. That's my habit. I got to work on that. A good connection is easy to do. Thank you, David. Thank you, Stella Hunter. Thank you. We would appreciate that. Those stars to Derek Akora's page. Yes, Debbie, I feel that with you. Your connection is beautiful. And I see your dogs and the German Shepherd. My son has German Shepherds, but they're mixed with Huskies. And oh my gosh, those Huskies don't listen. They look at you like, are you talking to me? And they're like, what? Like, if they could talk, you would be having a battle because they'd be challenging you like, what? And I feel like your doggies do that. So I feel like I had to say that because you must have a doggy in spirit as well. Because I feel like you had one that was like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? And so you have this eye. Oh yes, hard digs, dogs. Yep. See, I get that because I feel like when I feel into your essence or I feel into your spirit, it's like these dogs just are like your babies. So you're like the dog whisperer. And so if I feel into the spirit not only of your physical mediumship, but I also feel into the spirit of the earth, or I feel into the spirit of the animal kingdom, whether there's rabbits or ducks or hummingbirds or chickens or roosters or birds or, like the fairyland, very mystical, like taking off my shoes, family, babies. Yes, that's what I feel. It's like, you step outside and I see this like orange kind of blondish hair and I feel like it's kind of here to the shoulder length. Beautiful cheekbones is what they show me. And I feel like you have a scarf or a blanket over you that's around you. It's almost like this brown kind of a jacket that I get. And it's like you just wake up to the sun and you take the steps down this white steps from the home. And I feel like when I say this, a gentleman is acknowledging this as well. And I feel like you're out there feeding the animals, whether you're giving them breadcrumbs or you're just out there to give them love and say good morning to your flowers. So you're very attentive to the mineral kingdom, to Mother Earth. very attentive to the animals in spirit. And girl, your energy is going to take me out because I feel all of a sudden I'm just like in a little trance because that's how you roll. That's how you roll. So I feel like, a mirror, we all roll this way. Let me not change that. So this gentleman that comes forward to my essence here in spirit world feels like he would have been a father. I feel like I'm sitting down in a blue shirt, checkered, buttoned up, and I feel at some point I couldn't button up my shirt is a sense that I get with him because he makes me feel like I can't get dressed for myself and my hands are a little stiff. And I feel like I'm a little bit sent to the side with his energy and then my breathing got real soft with him. He had that little gentle wrinkled forehead, light hair is the sense I get with him. I feel like you would either clean his face or you would pick him up or help him out. Make sure he would sip on some juice or something like a light broth. I don't know if this was like a beef broth because I feel like it to be a little darker. So this soup is a little darker is the sense I get with him. The month of February is being brought to my awareness. The month of November is also being brought to my awareness as well. And so I have a hard time swallowing is the feeling that I have. So it's almost like a buildup. Either someone would have had some type of stroke or some sense of illness, very weak towards the end. I'm sorry here, Debbie. And he makes me feel as I bring that essence of his presence, right? I feel that I'm looking at you and I'm on the bed and either there's this maroon blanket with flowers and I feel like you read and you pray. But in this book, there's something of him inside this book as well. And so I know that you carry him with you when you're praying because he says, thank you for the love. I feel there's an altar or some sort like a little thin vase and some flowers and you have your light stand there and I feel like you have his picture there and then you put your things away in your side dresser and so he's very much aware of this. The number 4 and the number 2 are very significant. I don't know why I want to give you 39. Either 1939 is a connection to mom, but I feel like 1939 is a number that comes through. As I touch on the land and you hear it roar, you could feel the thunder of the earth rumbling beneath your feet. You're very sensitive to the changes of the earth, they say. Makes you a little nervous. But they're taking care of you. As the shifts in the winds have also changed. As a storm may come, that's okay. I know it's interesting because we're coming into that solar eclipse around April. And so right now, you're feeling the shifts preparing. Whether you're tending to the animals, the world, or the universe, your collective prayer, your healing is greatly appreciated. I felt like you wanted me to get a name because I could feel the name, you asking for names, and I had it here and it kind of slipped. I know Margaret was one that you probably also took because I heard Margaret. I also know Debbie is your name, but Debbie is also significant. I also know that Carol is significant because Carol just brought to my awareness. I feel like either you have women that you hang out that go like bingo or do some type of like gathering together. And I feel like either you do when you do cards, but it's a different name for it. I can't think of it. And so I feel like the women also are coming together as a collective. He goes, you see, the name is not what matters. It's the love that what you're feeling with the essence of the presence of the spirit. We can give you that, but fill into us, fill into the essence and the feeling of the spirit world. Fill into the energy. The memories are within your mind and your body and your spirit and your heart. God, essence, the purity. He said, you'll understand that. As a gentle tear is being acknowledged, he holds your hand. The same love that you gave him, he's giving back to you. And gratitude. So I leave you with their love. I thank you so kindly, Debbie Hearn, for letting me just hold space for you for that brief moment. Oh, I'm so sorry. You guys are doing an amazing job in holding space. Thank you for those who shared. Thank you for those that held space for everybody here. Let's do some rapid reads because I started a couple of minutes late. I do have another church demonstration that I'll be going into with Jennifer Rose. So if you go to Medium Jennifer Rose, you can find us there. And we're going to be doing mediumship with Nadia and my friend Jennifer Rose. And I will be leading the meditation. So with that being said, let's do some rapid reads. I'm going to stay with the class. I was trying to think if I needed to go to a different deck. So for anybody here who has not seen me do a rapid read, it's just cards. And I just kind of let spirit come in. And they're pretty quick. So I'll just kind of go where I'm guided. Put the name in the comments again for those that are on Facebook so that I know where I'm going. And then that way I'm making sure that the name and where you're from would be great. So let's go. I want to put my glasses on. For whatever reason, when I do this, I feel like I have to do my glasses. Like I have to wear my glasses to go through the comments. Hi, Shinga. Hi, Bonnie from the USA. Trish Cook, girl, thank you for being here. Valerie, thank you for being here. Lynn, thank you for being here. Bernadine, thank you from Ireland, girl. That's what's up. Jennifer, you're always hooking it up, Jennifer. I just heart you so much. So, Jennifer, when I come to you, McCormick, patience is the virtue. I've read for you before. I know you have many souls on the other side. My heart is with you as all the men step forward because you have a lot of men on the other side. They want to have your back. You must have said something like something broke in the kitchen. You're like, if I had a guy here, he would be able to fix this. And they chuckled. So I feel like I want to send you guys from Spirit World to help you fix the things that need to be fixed. If you would understand this, Jennifer McCormick is what I'm going with you. Spirit gives you a heart. Look for the flashing lights because you got a lot of paranormal happening in your home as well, Jennifer. Christine Thomas, if I come to you, Christine Thomas, I love the pink. I want to give you the sacred journey. Keep journeying. Your washing machine broke. Yes. I'm so sorry. That's so cool. They're so intelligent. So I want to give you the sacred journey, my love. And when I come to you, Christine, I just want to say, girl, it's a journey. It's sacred. But look at the colors that come with that, right? Look at the beautiful colors that come with that and that energy of shedding the old and welcoming the new. So you have journeyed and you have healed and you have asked spirit to come. But I also feel that you are the voice of spirit world. And as I feel into that, you actually feel the presence so strongly. Sometimes you don't know what to do with it. And when that happens, welcome the colors is what I'm hearing. Welcome the colors of spirit. Welcome them closer. Welcome the energy closer and shine, Christine. Okay, that's what I get for you. Amanda watching from Japan. That is what's up. That's awesome. As I go into this from Japan, the shadow south, my love, Amanda, there is a lot of healing as you touched into the shadow of what you've worked through. As the eyes are closed in a very gentle way, there's like a little symbol on the crown here, or the third eye, excuse me. But there's a gentleness that you embody. It's almost like, sometimes when we go through our journey, we're in that jungle. And when I go into that, it's like the jaguar medicine comes in, and I feel like all of a sudden the jaguar comes in to help assist to do the walk. As you put your feet into that soil of the earth, I feel like you also work with waterfalls and water. Unconditional love is where you're coming from. So baby girl, as we're in the new moon, surrender. Let them come in. Don't control it. Thank you for being here. Laura Lou, thank you for being here. Time out, girl. Look at your hair. I love it. Time out. Time out. Look at this. Take time out to pause. Pause. Look at the tree. Look at that Mother Earth that's below us. Take time to ground the energy. All your thoughts, all your worries, all that energy. I did an event yesterday, and My phone died, and that was supposed to happen because I was supposed to sit with the earth by myself. And I went to the beach and I put my feet in the sand and I embodied the sun and let the wind of the salt air come. And I feel like, Laura, there's a celestial teacher there for you. As you are not only the teacher, but I also feel the wisdom behind her from the earth. So if you pause, there's a message there for you. Yes, I'm here giving messages, but these are your elders. These are the ones that you seek counsel from. Whether we go to the galactic team or we go to the star nation, we're going higher and higher, however you want to go to the universe. Go into that heart space because they're there for you. Okay, my love? There is a mirrored effect here, Trish Cook. I'm going to Trish Cook, which is the twin flame love, right? Feel into that. That's such a beautiful gift to have or to experience. Be strong when you're going through that awakening. It's not an easy awakening, but there is one that is happening that is taking you to higher realms of love. And so, Trish Cook, that is for you. From Ireland, Bernadine, I'm coming to you. Be fearless. When I say be fearless, there's a gentleman, a father that steps forward and he's saying, be fearless. And this man would have had a heart condition or a heart attack or a heart issue here. I feel I would have needed heart surgery is the sense that I get. And I feel like it kind of affected my vision or my eye because this is the impression he gives me. He has a mustache here and he's got this wrinkle, a little bit of a wrinkled head. I feel very tall with him is who he's acknowledging. I'm 5 even, so I'm a little short girl, but I definitely feel him as strength and his strength, but he's also tall here. And so for you, they're coming in to support you, to be fearless, my love. That's your card. Scotland, Karen Adams. Look at your doggy, Karen. Be still, which means do nothing. Let the heal. You know what I like? This is a beautiful example right here. Look at all the healing colors behind you and around you, webbing into you. When someone sends us healing or we're doing healing work, I just have to say, integrate it. Bring it in. Integrate the colors. Integrate the energy. Allow it to be absorbed, and we can do that within the mind. Absorb the rainbows within the third eye. Let it flow into your energetic bodies. And just take time to be still so that that can happen. So I thank you all. I do have to go to my other demonstration. So your love is truly appreciated. To all the mommy bears out there, happy Mother's Day across the pond. And I just thank you for letting me hold space for all of you today. Have a great night wherever you are in the world. Good morning for those in California and good afternoon. Take care and thank you for letting me hold space.